Hey everybody, this is David B69 and welcome back to MLB The Show 22 franchise mode for the Philadelphia Phillies. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. You can see we're 3.5 games back on the division. If we look on the calendar, we won yesterday's game 3-1. Much rather have won the way the real Phillies did last night. But it didn't happen. But in the positive thing, it made yesterday's game like really quick, and I was able to do a lot more things than I normally would be able to, because I gained pretty much a half hour in time, and I was able to play some football and give you guys some bonus content and get back to the Madden franchise, which I really just have been neglecting over late. We're just gonna get right into it today. I was basically fiddling around. I had it in fast play mode. I think we did hybrid is what we had. And, yeah. So, I had it in fast play because I was trying to grab some trophies. Because just sometimes I like to goof around and grab trophies. Yeah, so. I was just doing stuff and everything. I was like trying to get the pitcher hitting a home run. Well, it's really just not even possible for me to hit a home run, since the league right now is the league is pretty much no pitcher hits. So when you have those rules, it kind of makes it hard. So let's get into it.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year. Bryce Harper, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation, because you never see him give away an at-bat. Yeah, last time out went 8 solid innings, came away with a no decision, and, you know, his teammates are looking to try to get him that win today. All he's got to do is perform the way he did last time. Should be a go.
So just about set now. Here's Victor Robles. Got him on the off-balance throw. One up, one down. Lucius Fox now at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. Ripped to third and caught. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. First pitch just misses. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next offering is in for a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Bottom of the first. And our pitcher tonight, Josiah Gray.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Bottom of the first, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Leading up for the Phillies, the designated hitter,
The pitch.
Kyle Schwarber.
That one is upstairs. And it's 1-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And 1-2. And a pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Kyle Schwarber goes deep. His 33rd homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
This is Bryson Stott.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And first offering is fouled off.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
Here's your 1. Now 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2. And the righty deals. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Here's the 2-2. Next offering is outside.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And that's ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Swung on, belted. Way back there. A big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career. Someone get him that baseball.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today. And this is a milestone he can be really proud of. There are a lot of very good hitters that never get to 300 homers in their careers.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Kicks and fires. And now the count is even.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Next offering upstairs.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
A wind in the pitch. And it's filled up.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
The 0-2. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To Hernandez. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's David Fletcher. Fletcher having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and deals. And that one in the air center field. Robles in position. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's two away. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That one fouled off. And the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. And there's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Not even close there. And it's 2-2. Castellanos off of first with two away. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. In the air, out towards left center. Brings it in, and that'll do it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. New inning getting started. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nelson Cruz. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Cesar Hernandez up to the plate. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Next offering is in for a strike. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Cesar Hernandez goes deep. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1.
Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Nope. A-Ray Adrianza looks at one outside there. The pitch. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And that one fouled off. Line drive, caught. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. Up now for Washington, Maikel Franco. And that's in there for strike one. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Well, he went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Here's Lane Thomas. In there for strike one. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Gray back to work. Check swing didn't go. And that's ball one. Kawhi to kick the pitch. That one missed. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first. Got hit around, but really more so. Didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more. Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, Mickey Moniak. The next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Here's a 2-1. Good eye right there. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. His righty-lefty splits there. Swings through that one. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning and off to a shaky start. Ball to strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. No swing. 3-1 is on the way. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And the pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Adrianza makes the grab, and that is a big first out. Here's Harper now. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. Bryce Harper with a star scraper, his 34th of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 7-1.
Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Josiah Gray is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Kyle Finnegan. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do.
Number 67, Kyle.
1 out, base is empty.
And I'm just making sure, just so you know, I still have All-Star difficulty, and I still have Hall of Fame pitching. I just basically wanted to show that I haven't changed any things with this stuff at all.
With the shift on, hits right into it. Rolls across the diamond, and he's out.
I always get sus when I see like a bunch of hitting when the previous game there was none at all. I always get sus.
He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. David Fletcher stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Castellanos off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Out to short. Fox picks it up. They take the force out, and that is the inning. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, top half of the 3rd inning. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Victor Robles. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Makes the catch for the out. Lucius Fox digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a slow roller. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. That one down the line. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down. Josh Bell at the plate now. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1. Next offering upstairs.
Looks like he's still trying to find a consistent release point in that curveball. That one just sort of popped out of his hand. No real command and finish to it. It's going to be real important for him to finish that pitch, throw it down in the zone where he wants to, if it's going to be effective for him throughout this game.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nationals go quietly. They're down 7-1. Welcome back. Now the third baseman, Jamer Candelario. Finnegan back to work. Swing and a line drive caught. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one drilled left field. This one is crushed. Gone. His 13th home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 8-1.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So one out, nobody on. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Mickey Moniak. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And now the 0-1. And ball one. One down, base is empty. And that's down and away. Fouls one off. 2-2. Right-handed reliever. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next one is off the plate. And that's ball three. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Or are we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. So the lineup flips over. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. That one blasted deep to right. Back there. And it's gone. He rockets one to right. His second home run of the game. It's 10-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And here it comes. And it's even up.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
Next pitch misses. And a count 2-1. Check swing on the 2-1. Appeal to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Still only one out here in the inning. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him. And he hit him.
Well, a few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch. That grip, slip out of your hand, release point, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
Harper, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Ground ball, could be 2. Oh, 2 now. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Rhys Hoskins stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Righty to the plate. And now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Center field. Robles settles underneath it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 10-1. Back here in Philadelphia, onto the 4th. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. First offering, misses the mark.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat.
Candelario gloves it. They go 5-3 for the first out as the 3rd baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. And now up for Washington, Cesar Hernandez. The solo homer his first time. Up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now batting Ere Adrianza. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And down on strikes. And there are 2 down. Man at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hebert Ruiz. Right side. And that is that. So 1 left for Washington. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Welcome back. And they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Luis Avila. He comes in with his team trailing by a bunch, so he'll try to keep it where it is.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. Nick Castellanos goes deep. His 21st of the year. It's 11-1. We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Big. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
David Fletcher stands in for the Phillies. First pitch is in the dirt. Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Jeimer Candelario stands in for the Phillies. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. And now the lefty. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes a pitch. So now 1-2. Next pitch misses way outside. Next offering way off the plate. The pitch. Got him looking. 2 gone.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Kicks and fires. And now it's even up. The pitch. And a count 1-2. And a pitch. And now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here is Mickey Moniak. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and they don't get an out on the play. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber for the 4th time tonight. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Real Muto over at second. Moniak on at first with 2 down. To the right side. He'll do it himself. 3rd out. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. On to the top of the 5th we go. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
So who do you think is going to have more home runs this year for an MLB The Show?
Here's the third
Will it be Harper or Schwarber? Comment below what you think. Harper or Schwarber?
And he deals. And that one is in for a strike. And the lefty with the 0-1. Just missed. Line to left. And that's down, a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
1 down. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Back to the mound. quickly to second for one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Phillies 11 and the Nats 1. Back here at the ballpark, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Bryson Stott. And a pitch. Smash to the left side. One up, one down. And now here is Harper. Line drive. Robles makes the catch. 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jeffrey Springs appears to be getting loose. The 0-1. And that's outside. There's a swing and a drive. And it is gone. He got just enough of that one. His 22nd homer of the year. It's 12-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. First pitch just misses. The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the second baseman, David Fletcher. On the ground to short. They get the force. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Lucius Fox. The pitch. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Stop. Over to second. Relay to first. Double play. Nelson Cruz digs in now. Another solid power season. That one's in there, 0-1.
Several 0-2 counts in this one. This guy out there has just been attacking the hitters. Really good job so far.
Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Kicks and deals. Popped up. And makes the grab. And that is that. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Phillies 12 and the Nats 1. Steve Cishek gets handed the rock out of the pen, and we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big. Bottom of the inning, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. The pitch. There's a strike.
Very good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Boo, you have any memorable hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. In the air, center field. Robles, couple of steps in. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down. Man at first. And now Mickey Moniak. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1. And downstairs. The 2-1. That one lifted to left. 2 down. Oh, the throw is wild. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
It's an 11-run game. You don't run around.
Schwarber, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Righty delivers. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Phillies strand one, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. All set for the start of the inning. And now Cesar Hernandez. That's in for a strike. And the pitch. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
A wind of the pitch. Up the middle. Fletcher handles the chance to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Adrianza, the next to hit, takes ball one. Got one out to right. Harper makes the play, and there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Hebert Ruiz. First offering, misses the mark. And a pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate. 2-0. Ripped on a line. And a base hit. And that extends the inning. So 2 down. Next to hit for the Nats, Mike Franco. And first offering is fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. Ruiz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. The 2-2. That one just misses.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Harper makes his way towards it, and that'll do it. Nationals lead 1. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Back here in Philadelphia, here's a speed threat, Bryson Stott. Cishek back to work. Foul ball there. Yo-1. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. Here's Bryce Harper. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. First offering, and it just misses. Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. At the belt and fires. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Harper retired. And now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 3. Swings through that one. 0-1. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning over. Phillies good. Ready to begin the 8th. And here's the DH for Washington, Lane Thomas. And here it comes. Bounce to the right. Hoskins handles the chance, and he handles it himself for the out. Up now for Washington, Victor Robles. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Liner snagged at first. Two outs, base is empty. Now Lucius Fox. In there for strike 1.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Nick Castellanos. Pinch hitter coming on, Matt Vierling.
Hitting for the Phillies, number 19, Matt Vierling.
Here comes the pitch. 0-1. And the righty deals. Rips one to right. Pulls up and it drops for a hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Johan Camargo. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1. And look out, that one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
13, David Brody.
Into center. Hernandez sizes this one up. Makes the grab, one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Runners at first and
Now
second
back.
for him with one
The
down.
catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Vierling around third. He scores, and the lead continues to grow.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So first and second with one man gone. Next to hit, Mickey Moniak.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Out to center. Robles makes the grab. 2 away. So the Philly batting order turns over. And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. And a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye right there. Left-hand batter waits. And that's outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
On the ground. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Play made, that ends the inning. Ninth inning coming up. Philadelphia on top, 13-1. So remaining in the game defensively, Matt Vierling. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Also entering the game, Johan Camargo. He'll play second.
Now it's
also into the ball game, David Bodie. He's the new third baseman.
Now it's third base. Number
Also
13,
entering the game, Garrett Stubbs. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 21, Garrett Stubbs.
Back here in Philadelphia, here's Josh Bell. Valdez back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge. The wind of the pitch. Slapped foul. The wind to kick the pitch. Foul ball. The pitch. Line drive. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Next offering misses. 1-1. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Squeezes it, and there's one down. And now, Cesar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Gets it to first. Now only one out remaining. A-Ray Adrianza digging in for the Nationals. In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
13-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Man, and what a blowout it was. So please hit that like, subscribe if you can, and I'll see you next time. This is David B69. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next game. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.